Good evening and welcome to Savage Universe. I am Jamin. With me tonight, I have James and Wyatt, both members of the Knights of the Smith Dinner Table, a amazing actual play channel that focuses primarily on Savage Worlds, but with their hit me with their one shot, who knows what they may be doing. We're here to talk tonight about all of their great Savage Worlds actual plays. James, Wyatt, thanks for joining us tonight.
Anytime.
Thanks for having us.
So James is an old guest. Tomorrow he'll be an even older guest. So let's talk about you, Wyatt. How did you get into Savage Worlds and then jump in with the get into the actual play side of things?
So I have played D&D 5th edition for a while now. That's how I got to know a lot of the people that I still associate with. And I was actually living with James's daughter and a mutual friend of ours. And that mutual friend was supposed to play in a hit me with your one shot for dungeon dwelling creatures, and kind of backed out about 45 minutes before the session. And Harley had mentioned that I was a fan of tabletop games and was like, hey, we have an extra spot open. Do you want to hop in on this? I was like, yeah, sure. Why not? Hopped in and did dungeon dwelling creatures, had a great time. And then I believe Altered Morality was actually the first series that I hopped in on.
Awesome.
Yep.
Awesome. Well, for those of people who somehow don't know, because it's going to happen later tonight, and if this is your time to pitch it, James, to everyone in the chat.
Altered Morality.
Altered Morality, go.
If you want to see a bunch of supervillains doing their best to do the job of the superheroes, because, all those heroes got themselves killed like idiots, then tune in for Altered Morality.
Stupid, dumb.
Right?
Yeah, it's a necessary evil, and really looking forward to it. Like and I love that you've done a lot of shows or not for Pinnacle, but in association with Pinnacle, Tales from the Deadlands, Savage Snows, which remains one of my favorites, and you're doing Lost Colony now. But this is the first one that you and I were talking about. We're like, why don't you actually have a show on the channel? And you're like, that's a good question. And I'm glad that we were able to sort this out and get this.
Yes, and it has been a lot of fun. I was kind of on the fence, and then you and Clint both talked me into it.
At Gen Con?
At Gamehole.
Oh, at Gamehole Con, that's right.
Not this past Gamehole, but the Gamehole before.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, I'll do it. And I picked up the box set and haven't looked back. We have had an absolute blast.
Jody.
Oh, it's Jody.
Now we can officially start. Welcome to Savage Universe. No, I'm just kidding. So, Wyatt, who do you play in Altered Morality?
In Altered Morality, I play a character named Oxide. Since it was my first time playing Savage Worlds, I was like, all right, cool, super villain. Let's go big dumb brute who the only thing that he's really good for is hitting stuff. So super tough, super durable. One of the powers that I personally love is he can jump really far. But yeah.
And in true Jody Black fashion, his first die roll of the game was a critical failure.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Alma sacrifice to Jody with the critical failures. In my Han Cluster playtest, the first roll of the game was a fear roll that I think everyone failed and 2 people critically failed, and then our robot critically failed their rolled a heart attack and basically fried his sensors in the very first roll of the game. It was delightful. I don't know, Jody, that remains to be seen, but Jody says you're the best, Wyatt. So
yippee! Thanks, Jody.
There you go. So tell us where you're at in the story, kind of what's the story thus far for people.
So we're playing Breakout first. We're playing them in the order that they happen in the campaign universe rather than the order of release. So Breakout, then it'll be Invasion, then it'll be the Cosmic. I haven't even opened the book yet.
I think you mean the return of Doctor Destruction and then
Yes.
Cosmic Crisis.
And so where they're at right now in Breakout is they're trying to find all the pieces and parts that Doctor Destruction wants them to gather so that way they can escape from New York.
Man, this sounds like a great title for a movie.
Right? Escape from
Yeah.
New York. Somebody should make a movie about
Somebody
it.
should make a movie
Someone.
like that.
But where they're at currently, they are trying to find this special type of norepinephrine in a sleep study facility. And they were surprised when they ran into a bunch of really withered looking humans, as well as a woman who could pass through the floor and could cut loose with a banshee scream.
Nice.
And it's been a rough fight for them so far.
yeah,
So far.
So Wyatt, I mean, you said you came to gaming through 5e. This is your first extended campaign of Savage Worlds. No pressure, but like, what are your thoughts on Savage Worlds? Remember whose show you're on. No, just
right. I have actually thought about this quite a bit. So, I mean, I know James isn't a huge fan of 5e, and that's fine.
Yeah.
Like I said, I listen to podcasts. That's kind of how I got into the whole hobby. I think 5th edition is great if you have a very niche direction that you want to go. If you just want to do fantasy, then 5e, sure, it works.
Dungeon crawling fantasy, it's there's a reason Dungeons and Dragons is sort of the gold standard for that.
Yeah. I will say Savage Worlds seems much more like a Swiss Army knife. You can go all sorts of different directions with it, and you don't have to switch over. For example, my brother did a short campaign of Star Wars 5e, which it's still very similar, but you still have to switch gears and things have different keywords and everything like that. Yeah. But Savage Worlds seems really good for just being able to go in a whole bunch of different genres and still be able to work really well.
Yeah, I've bought in a little to the multiple genre of Savage Worlds. Yeah, no, was there anything like, what's your favorite thing coming from 5e to Savage Worlds, and what's kind of like, has there been any stumbling blocks?
Not really any stumbling blocks. I will say I really like the use of Benny having a currency to be able to kind of push the story forward with success, or at least increase your chances of success.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, that is going live tonight is the next episode. It'll be going live at 9 Eastern, which is in
about 2 hours, 20 minutes.
Just under 2.5 hours. Any spoilers for tonight? Like little teasers, James?
I'm hoping that Ronnie, the Civil Savage, is able to make it tonight. But on the other hand, I had so much fun having him beat himself up last time that I also kind of hope he doesn't, and he can just keep beating himself up.
Ronnie, the choice is yours, but we would like to see you beat yourself up live as opposed through a proxy.
True
All
story.
right, so John Doom said that he is really looking forward to the next episode of Lost Colony. Let's talk about Tales from the Deadlands Lost Colony. That's it's an actual play podcast. It's not a stream show. Yeah, just audio. A lot of great audio engineering on that. The sound quality is great. Give us are you playing through the plot point campaign?
We are going to play the entire plot point campaign. So the one from
got my hand on Mad World.
Yep. I've had my copy of it for a little bit now.
Yeah.
But we're going to do all 3 of the current plot point campaigns, and then once the final plot point campaign is released with the next Lost Colony Kickstarter, then I will add that into the rota as well, and it will be, barring character deaths, the same group of heroes passing from one to across the entire thing, like it's been written.
That's awesome.
They are currently experiencing, because we just recorded episode 9.
Yeah.
Wasn't it? Yeah, we just recorded episode 9 last weekend, or last Monday. And they are finally getting to truly experience a John Goff adventure.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
I won't throw any spoilers yet because of where they're at and everything, but I'm having a blast running it. Everybody seems like they're having a blast. Wyatt made the mistake of pointing out that he knows how to do audio editing. And
Wyatt.
so he volunteered for it like a fool.
Like,
But
That's
I'll
right.
have to wait.
Random nerddom, you just got goffed.
And I actually have that saved in my StreamYard, so that way whenever
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You're
yeah,
welcome.
because you got it set up for me.
That's
Thank
right.
you.
I thought you were
That is
like, I
much
need you to do me one favor when you interview John Goff. I need you to get him to say this and send it to me. I'm like, okay. Why? No, seriously. I do audio. I do audio editing for my own shows and for videos that I do for other people's channels, and it is a great skill, and I have thoroughly enjoyed listening to Tales from the Deadlands. So well done.
sweet. Thank you.
All right, John Doom wants to know what's the next Tales from the Deadlands. What's coming next?
So after we finish the current Tales from the Deadlands, I haven't decided yet if we're going to take a break from the Weird West and maybe go, a little earlier in time to the Dark Ages. It's a very strong contender just
Man, I'm so
because
excited for Dark Ages.
I've been waiting for it for years. I mean, all of us who are Deadlands fans have.
Yeah.
So I'm super excited. I'm pretty sure I can convince Cheryl to play in that, but I'm not sure what she's going to unleash upon the group.
I think with her track record,
It's going to be something chaotic.
It's going to be wonderful. What's the line from The Incredibles? I don't know, something amazing. Random nerd. We don't do Dark Ages, James. I swear to anything holy.
That's Mike, actually.
I had started to pick up on that. Well, any other like hit me with your one shots that are scheduled that are upcoming. Yep. Anything that you want to share?
Saturday night, we are finally going to get to finish The Secret World.
Oh, nice.
It's on the schedule. Unfortunately, that original release night, some idiot had to hit a telephone pole down the road right in the middle of the stream, and I lost power.
Not as long as the power stays on.
Yeah.
Not even quite middle of the stream. We had only been going for 20 minutes at that point.
Yeah, it was something incredibly ridiculous. But and then next month we have the Assylian Hybrid by Pear Tree Games.
Okay.
And the month after, Modern Magic.
Oh, very cool. From Cartoon Villains.
Yes.
Yeah.
And he is going to he'll be GMing Modern Magic for us. So it's going to be a lot of fun.
Awesome. I've got to say that I've thoroughly enjoyed having James as my back pocket expert on Foundry here. As I've been doing many things with that. Jody wants to know, how much prep do you do for each game?
Oh. So
Val says your middle name is Wing It. So
I mean, he's not wrong. For the 2 Tales from the Deadlands shows, most of my prep is already done. I have all the maps done. I have all the NPCs put into Foundry. And so those nights, I usually just show up, get all of my sound stuff set up the studio and everything. For the Hit Me With Your One Shots, that's usually an episode of panic work.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Quickly throwing together a map, quickly finding the cast members, which it's gotten easier because I now have a Google Sheet where my cast members can sign up for it.
Nice.
For which ones they want to play in. So that's made life a little easier on that front. And then the map is usually the longest portion of it.
Okay.
Getting the map done. And that takes me, when the children leave me alone, maybe a couple of hours.
Well, I mean, Arc and Forge makes it
incredibly easy to do.
Yeah. Yeah, Mike, there is a rumor that I'm going to run Jackals, and I'm finally now 3 years into this health
Oh.
test, figuring out how to actually schedule things, knowing kind of when my health issues are going to creep up. So I'm trying to get better at that. Ronnie, are you showing up for Altered Morality, or are you going to? Is your character going to just continue to punch himself in the face? The chat wants to know.
I mean, yeah, we definitely want to know, Ronnie.
Also,
Since you
hey,
didn't-
Ronnie, good to see you, buddy. Yeah, no, I really want to get out and run Jackals. We've talked about
And Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
I was going to say we talked about me doing Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. We've also Brandon really wants me to run Starbreakers.
Mm-hmm.
So we may just have to schedule
Yeah, we may have to sit down
like a month of, hey, here's when I can make it. Here's the games we can run. But I mean, no, I won't do that. The new TMNT books are really gorgeous, and I can't wait to run those.
And we also
Thanks,
have.
Joni. It's really good to see you in the chat.
Yes, it is. I'm glad you're feeling well enough to join us tonight.
Yes.
But Kelsey Dion is going to be one of our guest GMs, probably over the summer, and she's going to run Shadow Dark. I'm going to get with her after the fulfillment is pretty much done for the Western reaches.
Yeah.
And then I also talked to Kevin Simbita. I can never say his last name.
Yeah, Kevin Simbita.
He is going to hopefully be running Rifts, the original Rifts, not Savage Rifts for us.
What?
Yep. Yeah. Because of you, I've got a lot of extra connections now. These things are starting to roll in.
Awesome.
I have also talked to several other folks. So Dan Gibson from DMing the World is going to come on and run Dark Space for us.
Awesome.
And there was one more. Oh, Chuck from Trollord Games. We've already done Castles and Crusades once.
Yeah.
We're going to do it again, but this time with Chuck. And if you have never experienced a Castles and Crusades game with Chuck at any convention, you have got to do it.
You owe it to yourself.
You really do.
The first time I got to play in a game in person with James was Chuck running a 16-person, 10th level, 13-person, 10th level version of B1 Into the Unknown. And he kept everyone engaged and everyone laughing, and we got through B1 in 4 hours.
Yep.
I want to be Chuck when I grow up.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, I've run large groups like that before, but never as smoothly as that man.
No,
I don't know how
he's adroit at handling that many players.
Yeah, he is an absolutely phenomenal game master, and it didn't matter that most of us didn't know the system. He just laid it out right at the start. 12 and 18, those are the numbers you got to remember.
Yeah, that was
And then we dove right in.
John Doom, we'll get that into the iconic rotation for you. Make sure that happens. It's a great game. It's not Savage Worlds, but it is a great game. I'm really looking forward to Ultimate Morality. Unfortunately, I'm going to catch it on the recap tonight because I got to go take my son to a Taekwondo. Oh man, Mike is.
Yeah, he's not wrong.
That combat took months. No, that feels accurate.
The one that comes to mind is Mike was the game master. I was playing the wizard. I was at the top of a set of stairs. The rest of the party is down, and hordes of monsters are trying to fight their way up, and I'm literally holding them off with my staff.
Yeah.
And the only reason the party survived is because of a wizard and his staff. I don't know how that happened.
Those are the stories that we love to retell. I like to retell the story of, in a game of Savage Pathfinder that Val was running, how I completely failed to intimidate the King of Eels, but then managed to persuade the King of Eels to turn on his allies and work for us. And that is a damn fine game. Ronnie, I'm going to be. We should talk about being at Chupa, because I'm going to run a couple of games at Chupa, and I want to make sure that I figure out what I'm going to do, because I will be down there to see you in a couple of months.
I would love to go to Chupa.
You should come to Chupa. I did write an eel like a Bronco, and Cripwright let me do it.
I mean, if Chupa was willing to pay for me to come down, I'd be more than happy to come, but it's just too far for me to justify right now on my own.
Well, if you can make it to Dallas, I'll drive you down. But that doesn't save you a whole lot. But all right, everybody, I'm in the works of trying to get a special Savage Universe on Monday. We'll keep an eye on the newsletter to see if that goes live with Doghouse Rules. And then I know I'm going to have Star Anvil Studios on here sometime soon, right before their next crowdfunding launch. So looking forward to that. James, thanks for coming back on. It's always good to hang out with you. Wyatt, welcome to Savage Universe. Thanks for jumping in.
Thank you.
And good luck in the game tonight. It is customary for me to wildly mess with Savage Worlds GMs and hand out bennies to players. And as from one audio engineer to another, please enjoy an extra benny in the Altered Morality game tonight.
Perfect.
All right. And yeah, Jody, you're right. It is only cross-continent.
It's only Ronnie says he's got Chuba connections. He'll see what strings he can pull.
Oh,
all right, everybody. Until next time, go play some Savage Worlds. And, after you've offered the critical failure to Jody, may all of your dice ace. Have a good one, everybody.